Ebusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba UNIDEK TV so send there dey kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we comment was ne betumi.
You know, it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about UNIDEK TV. Please subscribe to UNIDEK TV. Subscribe.
And asema abeda hono say Speaker of Parliament Afenyo Markin oye minority leader asem abeto ha mom yendwum ye na the US state state department US embassy Ghana US government na the krata bia babontre but before that no mom yanka Alban Bagben asem no ho asem ye na Ghana fonte ase yendwum. Now Speaker reject writs served on Parliament regarding the seat vacancy controversy and directs that the documents are returned to the Supreme Court. And Alban Bagben Eddie krata ababontene from Parliament say krata na omode ba na almost say if court na if court na short man, stop disturbing me. Why short man. You see Afenyo Markin minority leader akọ Supreme Court Supreme Court for almost send a year krata abre a year Speaker of Parliament to say eba in summer efa MPs any miensa sebio almost oboko independent or omoto akonya speaker ka say end omoto akonya na yi na ama NDC abe majority no speaker I responded to the Supreme Court na and no in some nyina o kan speaker krata or the koma Supreme Court krata ni nyina enie moma mindwum na afi ye nyina yente ase so amefo mo bi anda very very important krata ni we ni krata speaker ede ekoma Supreme Court for no obi asa speaker obeko Supreme Court ana speaker the Afenyo Markin call Supreme Court oko osono ma me ho no ne nsa ekan ya na into speaker ade oba be bow to the Supreme Court ana people were asking so many questions speaker eba aba retract oba aba be ka say asem no kan say NDC na majority no wa twe asan ana ni nyina na ye twen if say Afenyo Markin or minority leader of Parliament no or the Speaker Bagben akọ court na the speaker any Parliament for lawyers actually edi akakoma Supreme Court almost anu assembly the registrar Supreme Court Accra date 18th of October 2024 dear registrar we any asama a free speaker ho echo Supreme Court or say that is a response into who are in a response or reply. That's how it is. Rates to invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court pursuant of Article 1, 12 and 217 I, 21I, B, E, 35I, and 5, 55, 97, 1, G, 130, A. What's it? 130A and B of the 1992 Constitution and Rule 45 of the Supreme Court Rules 1996 CI 16. When you know speaker, you are the simple man you go speaker anything here so I'm for ntiase. Eba sana suhum fo nyina are confused. Eba sana asenkregwa omuhudi omunye. Speaker aya gum Bagben me do when I also do me mema no aya gu brofo nim na bebrebe yi ayesa na ne abre ebe speaker o dia assembly na hia bebrebe ne so before mane hamo we dia assembly tipo obi se assembly tipo no an efa assembly isi o parliament speaker ka say NPP for MPs miensa almost oboko independent watwe omoto akonwa or the power no ama NDC for Parliament no emu de inkrata asem ne mra na wosisi tiripo no enti enyehu asem na nkasa ne tarto no mama mindwum ne enti ase hey Speaker Bagben hey Alan okay I am directed by Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben hey Alban I am from Alan sorry Alban I am into no letter way every Ebenezer Ahuma Detro our deputy clerk Oba parliamentar secretary you know na epenyini I am masha deputy clerk to say or epenyi kesi behind Oba parliamentar secretary for na nam ho nyina no your secretary for na deputy clerk secretary for you know na epenyini or say speaker na asoma no say on krata we family Supreme Court into letter we or the come osono maame Chief Justice I am directed by Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kinford Babin, Speaker of Parliament, to return the attached processes which was left at the Legal Service Office of the Parliamentary Service by 3 bailiffs of the court on Wednesday, 16 October 2024. Attempts were made to serve the same processes on Tuesday, 15th October 2024. Mr. Ebenezer say, Speaker say, Omanentumo say, time no more Parliament, and Mrantia be every Parliament, almost every Supreme Court, almost bailiffs, Mrantia miensa. Omode enkrata bi ba say Supreme Court na asoma mo say omonfa krata ne mbre speaker any Parliament say was say omoti omonka Supreme Court. Now say Speaker and Asman say on church and same way mu. Now, the Right Honorable Speaker notes that the attempted service is contrary to Article 117 of the 1992 Constitution and the circular issued by Her Ladyship Joyce Sarah Pamela C.A. Cranting, that's G.A., the Judicial Secretary, and copied to the Honorable Lady Chief Justice with reference number SCR9. Cristiano Ronaldo Abim, entitled Enforcement of Article 117 and 118 of the Constitution. Immunity from service of processes and arrest, end of quote, dated the 12th of July 2024, addressed to all registrars of courts. Consequently, the Right Honorable Speaker has directed return of the attached processes for your necessary action. Ebenezer Ahumda Jitro, a deputy clerk. And something in your body tofa. A Speaker of Parliament, and a Parliament clerk opinion so catch it, a Supreme Court to say, Kratana mode baye no. Sa kratana mode suma say omonfa mekire me say ye hia me court no. In fact, Speaker say sa kratano Chief Justice ensa shasie Judge Kuranting enso edien Kuranting enso shasie no. Speaker say sa kratano omo de den omo response aka ho kire speak Supreme Court Chief Justice and the judges omo say omo enim raso. In fact, omo tra omo ninton baby a omo ankasa omo ntaban duru no sebio omo ndi Ghana mra sebio ewoso omo di so kire say omo Supreme Court no omo sebio omo tumi na Parliament so no eno so woni tumi na President so e woni tumi into Speaker returning and answer or reply Speaker Supreme Court sa rate of the brom no Speaker efa Ebenezer so ka kire Chief Justice say sa mo krata nam do bae no imbrem no kurampo no enimbrem Mokratam no bae no mwankasa mo nsan kohwem na mo hu se moni atra moni nton bebia mutumi duru no ai se moatra mutumi no enti monkan nkrata media kan ho na mo nsua bibi mfirim enkire mo se Supreme Court na mote ho no enkire se mo ni mumra nyina na se mo ni mumra Parliament mra de different from Supreme Court mra enti Speaker mo chiro sa de we no na omode omonsem etare to se broni chiro bi o ka se attached document and I say anything attached na se nkrata bi etare to enti we ni asema Speaker or the comma Supreme Court de Osono Mame, the Chief Justice, say or no response no. Enyumre ya yete ha. The Akromatv say Afenyo Markin asako court. Era de jagobo. Afenyo Markin wasako court enyumre ya. Now let me put this on record. Sa court na Afenyo Markin call the first Supreme Court no. That application na Afenyo Markin de call no or whatever you call it no. A Chief Justice na Troy or Rankasani office ma Afenyo Markin. See, the Chief Justice on na a tro sa a petition na Afenyo Markin the court first one no. The one na Speaker responded to no. A Chief Justice Gertrude on na tro ma Afenyo Markin and no date no catch Afenyo Markin so on fambreno. Majority of you people don't know that. And Nuntina, Afenyo Markin court that same day, no, the Chief Justice can say, Assembly Obeti Committee, a Chief Justice and the trust a petition, no, at the man Afenyo Markin, because Afenyo Markin did not know what to write, how to go by it. Chief Justice, the director, no, so the Chief Justice actually prepared that petition for him. Sa application was said or the court first time now or say the Supreme Court and stop Alban Bagbin from doing anything in Parliament concerning the 3 seats near the I don't know Chief Justice the trauma Afenyo Markin. Yes. or no ene de nsa hye no de man no eno ka so on be presented or court and it's a Chief Justice that same day no she was able to put together a committee. Chief Justice wrote it. You see, Afenyo Markin and manipulate the Japan Anas Arim Yao Anas case no Afenyo Markin used Chief Justice for that case. Emma Kennedy Japan winnie ye. Afenyo Markin or no and a Chief Justice Papa Wuye no Afenyo Markin fee any Chief Justice Papa ye. Afenyo Markin a ye Chief Justice Papa ye mano. Afenyo Markin Chief Justice they are like twins. Afenyo Markin a maneuver ya o pull strings ma Anas ni Kennedy Japan case no Emma ye butia Anas no Afenyo Markin ono na ye Kennedy Japan lawyer. Enti Afenyo Markin no nam no he manipulates the system. Into the speed Afenyo Markin called the first time the speed that Chief Justice every CV document when read it because or no own that is where the technicalities are Alban Bagbin capitalize also. The first application or rate number the buyer rate number the buyer there were a lot of inconsistencies, technical inconsistencies because the Chief Justice is abreast of law. She is not abreast of parliamentary proceedings. And when Afenyo Markin went there, because they were in a rush, because she wanted to draft the thing for him, until later now, Omankasa Judge case ni na, Omodi assembly ba ebema the legal team of Parliament na Alban Bag Muridi, Omo who said the Supreme Court has erred because the inconsistencies in the ruling showed that the people who sat on the case did not have an idea about the case. Mr. So when the Chief Justice and the judge and friend Crantino omodi rate Emma bailiffs the issue was that because they were in a rush, because everything was being done to favor NPP Afenyo Markin, the Chief Justice the Chief Justice herself even forgot to say they cannot serve Alban Bagbin and that they will have to serve Parliament. But because they were in a rush, because they were doing politics, because she was in a rush to save NPP, she made some very technical mistakes. So it shows to say the ruling from day one, and also when the committee sat, every single thing they did was illegal. It was not consistent. In any country, Chief Justice can be petitioned and sacked. I'm telling you. If I'm John Mahama, this alone make Jinaso the Chief Justice if I win power. I'm telling you. Me say John Mahama na me win power. This alone make Jinaso the Chief Justice. She is not supposed to occupy that office. Now let me show you something here. Yabeko the Afenyo Markin is seeking again in court. And sorry, and you say Afenyo Markin asako court after Alban Bagbin release this reply edema Supreme Court. Now here there. Now, when you read the Constitution, right? Before we move forward, let me break this down to you. Now, let me first read the... One second. Let me get this right. Thank you, Mr. S. Now, when you read Article 118, now this is 117 first. Chapter 10, the Legislature. Okay, Constitution, now, this is what it says. And that is where Obiabe will say they made a big mistake. The Supreme Court, it needs serious overhauling. Now, read chapter 10, the Legislature, Constitutional, immunity from service of processes and arrest. Now, 117 says civil or criminal processes coming from any court or place out of Parliament shall not be served on or executed in relation to the Speaker or a member or the clerk to Parliament while he is on his way to attending or at or returning from any proceedings of Parliament. In they went to serve the Speaker when he was on his way and when Parliament had opened and when they were on their way to do Parliament business. So in the first place, the bailiffs that came to Parliament, they have actually gone against the law. For Afenyo to even have that room, in the first place, the bailiffs now, Omoba Parliament, they were supposed to even in the first place serve Parliament. They came to serve Speaker, which is wrong because the article, I said the chapter 117, states it clearly that civil or criminal process coming from any court, which includes the Supreme Court, or place out of Parliament shall not be served on or executed in relation to the Speaker or a member or the clerk of Parliament while he is on his way to, attending at, or returning from any proceedings of Parliament. When did they serve the Speaker? And when they were serving, did they serve Parliament as a body or they served Alban Bagbin as an individual? This is a question we need to be asking. So you get it. Now, when you read the 18, when you read the 118, this is what it says. Immunity from witness sermons, TA. And this is all got to do with the writ now. Supreme Court, the ma bailiffs, the service, it was even wrong from the beginning. Now, 1181 says, neither the Speaker nor a member of nor the clerk to Parliament shall be compelled while attending Parliament to appear as a witness in any court or place out of Parliament. Parliament is in session. The court, no court can compel Speaker to leave Parliament and come to court. No court. Afenyo Markin went to court and sue the Speaker. He did not go to sue Parliament. In the first place, so Chief Justice Munimum Rana, they will be like, you know what? Are you suing the Speaker as a person, or you are suing Parliament as an institution, or Parliament as a body? Because there are two things here. Now, from Afenyo Markin's first writ, he was stopping the Speaker of Parliament from doing his duty. Afenyo went to Supreme Court to stop Alban Bagbin, and the court and the laws clearly states you cannot force the Speaker or compel the Speaker to come to Parliament whilst parliamentary business is ongoing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when business is ongoing, no court can compel the Speaker to appear in Parliament. Now, so you cannot serve the Speaker, or you cannot serve an MP. And the article makes it clear. Way Ochina Ombetna TV Swa Odi Obeti. No. That does not apply to the first one. Me say Ochina. I do when I'm reading now. A clean cut, straightforward English, Ochina no power beti o radio so. Gary ni mako kwasi abe yodi MPP. Any omo so MPP lawyers You know, the article, the Constitution states it, but remember, the affirmative statement does not apply to the 118 because the 118 conjunct with the 117. Yet it's almost 3 months. Ochina, oh, side way. Ochina, ometna 3 months. Yeah. Monsieur Ochina, you have a lawyer for 30. Obia with the definition of this simple statement. Monsieur Ochina, obeti. Please, let me land for the baba. Or Chandopa, you will hear the left land people. This is self-explanatory, but let me land for the baba. Say, omunim law chain we are say. No omu contradict no mu Jimmy no mu backbite no omu throw jabs. It does not make any sense. It is clear. This same thing happened when Kufuor was president. That was when Kufuor was Attorney General. It happened during a year time and Kufuor was bent on jailing Chachuchi Kata. That was when Kufuor said Kufuor is a fake lawyer. Kufuor, that was when he went to court to say Kufuor against Chachuchi Kata instead of the state against Chachuchi Kata. No, enema Kufuor who say Kufuor wa bon. Na opamo Kufuor ko the foreign affairs minister Oye Jogate Attorney General. It was when Kufuor time and Attorney General no or court Ekoka say Kufuor against Chachuchi Kata because on tiasie onya lawyer papa or Kromfo inte hono mu so manhwe ya obegu enmegu ase enum na Kufuor was changed from Attorney General to Foreign Affairs Minister and yama Jogate be hye ho a omo changing the year no the state against Chachuchi Kata. The same thing and Afenyo Markin ama Chief Justice aye. Now Afenyo Markin akọ court na akọ court no ede na oka intended nyumbrain And then you say Afenyo Markin court. Let me show you his court document. Afenyo Markin di mirika wasako eye osono maame ho. Enyumre ya o, ai wako court. I say the president against Chachikata Kufuor were born fucking. Now, this is Afenyo Markin and they wakone maame ho osono maame. Remember, Chief Justice wrote the first one for Afenyo Markin. Oh. Ade your Chief Justice phone number yinim de akọ. Now, a call of court no ose opedien biem. Afenyo Markin say ope another favor from the maame. Is the mother going to do for him? Yes. The Chief Justice does not like John Mahama. The Chief Justice of Ghana, she hates John Mahama. The Chief Justice is doing the bidding for NPPO. Chief Justice Madam Tokonu, from all that we have seen, her body language when Mahama is around, the way she speaks, the Chief Justice is bent on helping this criminal government still move on to destroy us. So she is helping Afenyo Markin in all means to make sure say Emrano I see this so because any Chief Justice or Peno Kurefano, she will not even entertain this in her court again. But Osono Maame will do it because she is not at the Supreme Court to serve Ghana. She is there serving Ekufuor and serving the NPP. Put this in your head. Now, Alexander Afenyo Markin, plaintiff, respondent, and Speaker of Parliament, first defendant or applicant, Attorney General, second defendant. On say, Afenyo Markin ako court, wako change adia o de call first one no. Se si ano wako revise no, wadane no. O say, se si ano Adikudiente wa court and say Speaker Alban Bagbin akache Supreme Court to say omuni eyedien eyetumi na ewose omoyede omoye nti ono Afenyo Markin o siu parliament tiu se say the national crampo no every vacant seat no the prime case no se say ono ne problem no say ade na speaker akache Supreme Court to say they were supposed to take their time and analyze the issue and that the thing they were doing was out of their jurisdiction and that they did not follow due process. Afenyo Markin so on tiasie. Into as we speak, you know, Afenyo Markin at the Speaker of Parliament or the Speaker of Parliament and the Parliament Asako Supreme Court. Into read or say, please take notice that the Honorable Court shall be moved by Theodorus Sorry Esquire, Law Counsel for and on behalf of the first defendant, applicant herein, the first defendant praying the court for an order, setting aside the processes and proceedings in the Supreme Court in the suit, vacating the order of the court dated 18th October 2024 on the grounds deposed to in the accompanying affidavit and take future notice. 1. The writ by which the plaintiff has purportedly invoked the court's original jurisdiction is incompetent. 2. The court has no jurisdiction to entertain the suit before the court. The court has no jurisdiction to stay execution of a ruling of the Speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. The processes and proceedings in the suit were filed and prosecuted in breach of the rules of natural justice. The order of the court dated 18 October 2024 were made in breach of the rules of natural justice. Now, sir, already Afenyo Markin document the filings are wired or court. I want you to follow me. All that Afenyo Markin is seeking for now in court, and then they say he is now going to court to challenge Speaker Alban Bagbin and Parliament to say, Adentina Parliament Eka said the Supreme Court did not have jurisdiction on that case. And for right now, no, I bet Afenyo Markin's personal fight against Parliament, against Speaker Bagbin. Adentina Bagbin say, a seminar or no Afenyo Markin the call Supreme Court, no, Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction on the case. This is Afenyo Markin's case now. Afenyo Markin does not even care about the seats again. No. Right now, what he cares about is that he wants to go and redeem the image of the Chief Justice. Because from what I have told you, it clearly states that the Chief Justice has embarrassed the Supreme Court. The 5 committee members omutina seka say the case na Afenyo Markin dia ba expert obia engina ho en defend contested Afenyo Markin's case no. They are saying, say, they have been embarrassed to the point to say, now Afenyo Markin is trying to redeem Supreme Court, redeem Chief Justice. He has actually abandoned his party. In terms of Wednesday, interestingly, right? Sal, a seminar, disenfranchised nipa almost 30,000. No, ever seen there, the case is still hanging. But the Chief Justice has all the time for Afenyo Markin. The Chief Justice spends all her time reading Afenyo Markin's nonsense and trying to call a case within 24 to 48 hours because the Chief Justice is basically working for the NPP. The Chief Justice is bent on stopping John Mahama from being president. Because if you are not, why don't you allow Parliament to be Parliament and you, the Supreme Court, to be Supreme Court? Why are you now interfering and stepping over your boundaries to go and intimate another pillar of government? Because there are 3 pillars of government and they are all equally powerful and they are all equally independent. So if the Speaker of Parliament today has an issue in Parliament with a parliamentarian, it is not the Supreme Court that has to come and interpret parliamentary proceedings and parliamentary standing orders. It is Parliament that makes its own laws. Parliament has to have a way to clean that law up. So why should the Supreme Court jump all the way into Parliament to come and discuss their matter for them? They did not say they are not intelligent enough to solve their own problems. In fact, the law does not say that you should leave your office and enter their office to settle their problems. They have the right to settle their problems too. Unless the Constitution said that Parliament cannot solve its problem. Parliament makes its own law. Parliament solves its own problems. So why do you have to leave your office to come to Parliament and tell them what to do? From what you are seeing right now, Alban Bagbin has abandoned his initial case of Alban Bagbin has basically ruled that 3 NPP MPs who are going independent, that they forfeit their seat. He has abandoned that first one. Now he is defending Supreme Court. Afenyo Markin is now fighting that why did Alban Bagbin say that the Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction over the case in Parliament. So right now, Afenyo Markin is the spokesperson for Supreme Court. So he went to his mother to tell Osnomame that today, again, Alban Bagbin is saying that you can't do your job. So right now, I'm coming to you. Can't tell him that you can do your job. The comedy in Ghana. The comedy in Ghana, because the only time that Speaker will see it necessary that we need the Supreme Court in the affairs of Parliament is when the Speaker of Parliament and Parliament requests for the intervention of the Supreme Court. When Parliament, led by its Speaker, at the end of the day, sits and realize that they will need the assistance of the Supreme Court on a matter, they request for that assistance. But when somebody runs out of Parliament to their political mother to say that there's something going on in Parliament and it is not favoring me, so within 4 hours, form a committee to make the case go in my favor, then it means the Supreme Court is breaching the law. It means the Chief Justice is overstepping. Then it means the rule of law is not being respected by the Chief Justice and the Supreme Court. And that is the kind of line the Speaker of Parliament is trying to draw and trying to educate the Chief Justice and the judges there that you people basically are destroying the democracy of this nation. So Alban Bagbin is even helping the Supreme Court. Alban Bagbin is educating the Chief Justice. Alban Bagbin is protecting the Supreme Court. But this is the case where the same Afenyo Markin who was fighting for his MPs has abandoned them and now fighting for the Chief Justice. Why? Because the Chief Justice is more important to Afenyo Markin than the NPP minority in Parliament. So, as I told you the last time, this whole thing Afenyo Markin is doing, it is not about the NPP. It is not about the minority MPP in Parliament. It is about him. It is about him, his relationship with the Chief Justice, and how they will do everything possible to stay relevant. That's all. So it is a coordination. It's a collaboration. It's this collaboration between himself and the Chief Justice, because they have behind the scenes friendship that is too tight for them to oversee a legitimate process. So they are so close to the point whereby the Chief Justice cannot see Afenyo Markin embarrassed. So she will rather embarrass the court. She will embarrass the Supreme Court than to embarrass Afenyo Markin, who organized her father's funeral in his house for her. This is where Ghana is now. This is where we are. Funny enough, this is where we are. This is a joke. This is a comedy. This is like 2-year-old kids managing a country. And because of the greed, because of the childishness and foolishness of an MP who feels too big, who thinks he's bigger than everybody, who is so stupid not to understand simple things, today the whole democracy that we respected, this filthy, dirty Afenyo Markin has embarrassed the Chief Justice to the point whereby a circuit court, in fact, what do we call a magistrate court judge today will look at the Chief Justice and laugh. The Chief Justice is now a laughing stock. The Chief Justice is now a comedian. We are all laughing at the Chief Justice. Now it is clear that the Chief Justice is not there to apply the law. The Chief Justice is in the Supreme Court to do politics. That's what we are in now. This is the embarrassment. And we were advising Tokonu that put your selfish interest aside. Put your personal hatred towards a political party or individuals and be the Chief Justice Ghana wants. Today you are being the Chief Justice Ghana does not need. Today a magistrate court judge will be sitting in their home and laughing at you because you have chosen party over you being the Chief Justice. This is embarrassing. There's nothing you can do to redeem your image. You are done. I thought the worst Chief Justice we had was Enini Yeboah. After it was alleged that he took $5 million, till date, he has not come out to say it was true or it wasn't. I thought we were going to be better. You are worse. You have made the Chief Justice position look so weak, so flimsy, so weak, so easy to break, because you have lowered the standard. Today, young people like us are questioning the Chief Justice because the Chief Justice has even failed to understand that her jurisdiction ends at a point. She does not even know where it ends because she has allowed party. Osono Maame has allowed party to drag her in shit. Afenyo Markin, the NPP as a political party, they smell of shit. If you allow yourself, if you grab them, if you hug them, you'll be smelling of shit. And that is what we are seeing today. The Supreme Court smells of shit because we have allowed politics to infiltrate, politics to hug our judges. No matter what the Chief Justice you do from Wednesday, it will still not change the status. You have embarrassed yourself. If I win power tomorrow as the president, I will sack you. I will use this to sack you because you have even overstepped your boundaries. You are becoming too powerful. You are becoming a tyrant. Out of pain, anger, and greed, out of hatred for some people, you have overstepped your boundaries. You have neglected the core responsibilities that makes you the Chief Justice. You have to reason beyond politics. You are not reasoning beyond politics. You are doing cheap politics. You are licking the butt of a dead president. You are sitting there and making young fools in parliament come to you and drag all that you have built into mud. Today, your whole credibility is in the mud because young people, young lawyers, ordinary Ghanaians can see through you that you have no credibility left. You are doing cheap party politics. You cannot redeem yourself. You are done. You cannot redeem yourself, madam. Osono Maame, you are done. And you sit there as just a symbol. But nobody will give you that respect. You will force yourself. You will not earn it. Respect is earned. And it's through your actions, it's through your diligence, it's through your patience, it's through your neutrality. It is through you understanding the ethics of your job. You have swallowed all these things in the name that you hate a political party. You hate a former president. You don't like a group of people. You don't have the heart to accommodate Ghanaians at the Supreme Court. Your heart is too it is skewed. You are not genuine. You cannot sit or preside over a case and be honest. Afenyo Markin has destroyed everything that you have built. Ghana as a nation today has the worst Supreme Court Chief Justice in our history. Today, everybody is making mockery of you. We are laughing at you. We see you to be a Chief Justice who can be bought easily. As we sit here, because of party politics, because of tribe, because of pettiness, we don't even know who a Ghanaian is. All because you took a path that was good for you, but not for the people. You cannot even tell me who is a Ghanaian. All because of greed, all because you think a foolish old man in the Jubilee House is going to make you powerful. No, we are the people. The power we entrusted you makes you powerful. The gods on the land, our support, the belief we have in you will make you powerful. It is not a foolish man sitting at the Jubilee House. You don't even know who a Ghanaian is. You sit in Ghana and you are proud of it. Are you a Ghanaian? What makes you a Ghanaian? This is cheap. You have cheapened yourself. You have cheapened that thing you wear. You have cheapened that court. Because honorable men and women have gone through that and we have seen how diligently they conducted themselves. But what you are doing here is a joke. Maybe nobody is bold enough to tell you. I will tell you in your face, because you are old enough to understand that the democracy of this nation is important than a stupid parliamentarian or a stupid president. That is why we gave you everything. Why are you turning Supreme Court into Makola? Why are you turning into some shopping center? Anybody enters there, pick whatever they want and walk away. Since you came into office, this foolish group in parliament calling themselves NPP minority, every single day they run to Supreme Court and they get what they want. If you want to adapt them and let them fool themselves. But you cannot, because we the taxpayers are taking care of you. You need to serve us, not a political party. Who are you? Are you a Ghanaian? Can you explain to me whether you're a Ghanaian or not? Because of cheap politics. Because you people want to open your mouth and lick the butt of an 78-year-old man who will die soon. You eat his shit because you want power. See how embarrassed you are. See, you allow these people the respect we had for the Supreme Court. Today, anyone can criticize the Supreme Court because of the way you conduct yourself. There's no respect again. You have cheapened the whole Supreme Court. You were the same person I sat on my platform to say, make a difference. I remember that day. I sat here and said, you were going to be better than Enini Abua. You are the worst Chief Justice. And I swear to God, if you make your time, some way, somehow, you will be kicked out because you have denigrated the court. How do you read your law? How do you understand the law? How do you interpret the law? Why are you so quick to let fools come to the Supreme Court to misbehave? The Supreme Court does not belong to a political party or a president. It belongs to we the people. So why are you making a family and friends project? Let's stop this, madam. You are an embarrassment. You need to apologize to Ghanaians. You need to apologize to your pastor. If your pastor is honest enough and is not entertaining your hypocrisy, you need to go before your church, strip yourself naked and tell them you are sorry because you have sinned before man and sinned before God. The hypocrisy in your heart will not give you peace. Why? The whole country lifts a whole Supreme Court and give to you. You swear by the Bible and you eat with the devil. What kind of life is this? You swear by the Bible and eat with the devil. What kind of life is that? You know yourself. Look in your heart. The hypocrisy. It kills men. Now, let's go to the United States of America. 7:51. Good timing. Now, the U.S. government, America, Ghana, if your man come to Ghana, no, and America for the letter Abremu. The American government, through the U.S. Embassy, Ghana, the U.S. Embassy in the history of the Republic of Ghana, Ebin Sida. And the American government, the Krata Bre Ghana, for some Monjina Monkenkai, Asema Ye Kachebuni, Ebin Sida. It is only under the leadership of Ekufuado. Ebin Sida. And this letter should tell you, Ghanaian now, and they say, the whole world, they have been watching us, especially the United States. The intelligence, the U.S. government, Ghana, no, Kandapa does not have. So when they write a letter to give to Ghanaians and say, hey, you people, the democracy that you have protected, democracy that Kwame Nkrumah mo fighting for, John Mahama mo Atamils mo nyina be fighting for, no, it is on the brink. Democracy is hanging on a thin line. And they are worried because they don't want to look. They don't just want to sit back and watch. They are seeing that there are some people in Ghana who are basically not ready to protect your democracy. They are worried for you. Because in the US, so many problems, more problems, and so I'm going to because now US, don't they have problems? They have problems, but you fools come to them for money. So it means if they have a problem, your problem is bigger than theirs because they can solve their problem. How about you? For Jimmy, what the US government is telling you. Moment can let no.
And the omission of Oxford University.
I don't want to be petty at all about this. Nanado is a distinguished lawyer in this country. He went to Oxford, did not complete Oxford. If you don't have a certificate in a place, you don't add it.
Oxford University.
I don't want to be petty at all about this. Nanado is a distinguished lawyer in this country. He went to Oxford, did not complete Oxford. If you don't have a certificate in a place, you don't add it.
Oxford University.
I don't want to be petty at all about this. Nanado is a distinguished lawyer in this country. He went to Oxford, did not complete Oxford. If you don't have a certificate in a place, you don't add it. Look.
All right, so Mama Yanye this US embassy for letter no. The whole Ghana enya de obi abeka letter ni nyina adwudwam hankwa and
abusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba UNIDEK TV so send the adi kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we ja comment was ne betumi.
It's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about UNIDEK TV. Please subscribe to UNIDEK TV. Subscribe.